Okay, my name is Rex. Welcome to RAM Prompt. And in this first episode, I'm going to show you how to write beautiful prompts so you can create beautiful and awesome pictures using AI with the very common tool which most Windows computers have, which is Microsoft Copilot. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and turn to my computer and I'm going to share my screen with you. There we go. Let's see if we can get this to use. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me. There we go. Share my screen and bear with me as I'm trying to get this to go for the first time. Where is it? Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay. Bear with me since it's the first time I'm using PowerPoint with StreamYard, and I haven't used StreamYard in over 2 years. And again, my name is Rex. I was a programmer analyst for 17 years. I did web design, I did database development, and I have a large gallery on DeviantArt. And I'm going to use this to show all of you who are my viewers at this brand new YouTube channel how to create beautiful digital artwork using Microsoft Copilot. And we're going to get into it. So let me see if I can get this thing a little bit bigger over here. Okay, welcome to RAM Prompt. You guys are probably going to be wondering, why is this YouTube channel called RAM Prompt? So I'm going to explain that right now, if I can get this thing to work. Okay, RAM Prompt is named after the famous Dutch painter Rembrandt van Rijn. You could probably see by my or hear by my Dutch accent that I am Dutch. I'm from the Dutch West Indies, and Rembrandt was a Dutch painter who lived from 1606 to 1669. He painted a lot of beautiful Dutch paintings, and he was very well known for his beautiful artwork. And so I did a little play on his name, Rembrandt. I made it Rem Prompt. So my name is Rex. I used to love to draw when I was a kid. I would get notepads and I tear up the pages from notepads, and I would tape them all together or glue them together. And I would draw little boxes on each page on a notepad. And when I would read a good book, and I used to love books about action heroes, superheroes, about knights, and so on from the medieval times. And if I got a good book, then I would draw out all the action scenes from the book. And I would make, in my old understanding from back then, I would make a little video out of that on paper. It was more like a comic book, I guess. So I would do that when I was in grade school, third, fourth, fifth grade. And eventually I gave up on art because I couldn't draw worth a stick. And I got more into writing. I was pretty good at writing stories, short stories. So I started going into writing stories, and I loved comic books. I had boxes and boxes of comic books from Europe. I had American comic books, superheroes, Batman, Superman, etc. So I got big into comic books, and eventually I started writing my own superhero fan fiction. So then after I got a little group on the internet, when the internet came around, I made a little group on Yahoo, and I started posting some of my little short stories, which are superhero fan fiction stories. I met a couple guys online, and they were like, "Hey, let's start writing some stories." And I did that for a couple years. And then at one point, one of my buddies was like, "Hey, you know what? How about we just write a really long story? We edit it, put it together, and we're just going to publish it. We're going to self-publish it as a book." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So we spent about 9 months in around the year 2008, which is now, right now, I'm filming this in August 2024. So this was 16 years ago. And we wrote a young adult superhero novel, and it was called Mist, Titan, and the Outcasts. The book is still there. You can get the book on Amazon. We wrote the whole book. We finished the book. It's about 400 pages. It's written in third grade elementary school level English, very easy to read. And the two heroes in the book are called Mist and Titan. The only problem with the book was that once we needed a cover for the book, um, neither of us could draw. So we needed somebody to draw the cover for the book. So then what we did was we looked around on the internet. So, okay, where are we going to find an artist? And we stumbled upon this really big website called deviantart.com. Some people call it Deviant Art, and other people call it Deviant Art. And we went into the forum on DeviantArt and we started looking around for an artist to make the book cover for us. And here you see a picture of what the actual book cover ended up looking like. And after we wrote and we published the book, we got into, let me get this over here. Then we got into just, okay, programming and web design. So I got more into the techie stuff. So that was like, okay, this is fine. We got the book out. It was more like a fun thing. It wasn't really meant to make a lot of money. It was just a thing that we wanted to do. So we had something to show off. We had a book that we could give as gift items. It was a great Christmas gift items to our friends, family, relatives, whoever wanted a copy of a book. And it was more for bragging rights. Say, hey, we wrote a book. There it is, say. So it was more something to brag about. We really didn't sell a lot of copies. We really didn't make a lot of money. But it was something to be proud of. So, and the book is still there. You can find it on Amazon. Get this going. I went through a couple of laptops, and eventually I ended up getting a laptop with Windows 10, which I upgraded to Windows 11. And then after a few updates, Microsoft decided to put this new little thing on my Windows 11 laptop, and it was called Microsoft Copilot. And I was like, what's this thing? You know what I'm saying? So I started to fiddle around with this, and I realized that you needed to write prompts to make this Copilot generate pictures, and that was like a big aha moment for me. I was like, wow, and here I am, a guy who likes to write. I have a big imagination. I've come up with all these stories, superheroes, muscle guys, this and that. And here all of a sudden, I found this thing which would help me come up with all these pictures for my characters, for my stories. Interesting. So I did a lot of research on Copilot, and then I ended up coming across these other terms: Chat GPT, DALL-E, prompt engineering. So I was going through this learning process during this past year. Interesting. For the past 17 years, I had completely neglected my DeviantArt profile, which I only used for finding an artist for my book cover back in 2008. And now all of a sudden, I had a new reason to go back to my much neglected DeviantArt page and to start posting some new images, which I made just by playing around with Copilot, and to paste them on there. So during the last 8 months, I ended up creating and naming and sorting out and categorizing and eventually posting over 4,000 images on my DeviantArt page. So I'll show you a snippet of that. Um, so I figured, this is a cool little thing here. And eventually people started asking me, say, hey, Rex, you're coming up with all these great little pictures. And how do you do it? How do you come up with the imagination? Why are you doing this? What's the reason for this? This and that. And I started to put together this little list. So, okay, in the old days, I used to buy all these packs with all these CDs. And some of these packages had up to 20 CDs in them. And these used to cost a lot of money. I'm talking 20, 30, up to $50 back in the days when laptops and tower computers came with all these with CD players in them. And I would have all these packages with CDs in them, CD-ROMs, and the quality was not very good. They were very poor. And of course, if you had a pack with a couple CDs in them, those are all the pictures that came with them. You couldn't get any more because then you had to buy more CDs. And the selection was quite limited and they were very poor. These days, of course, there are millions of Windows computers out there. And if you have an updated Windows machine with Windows 10 or Windows 11, nowadays almost all the updated Windows 11 machines, they all come with this strange little piece of software called Microsoft Copilot. So lo and behold, they can all make these cool little pictures. So what's the reason for using Copilot to generate pictures? Well, I came up with quite a few reasons. First of all, if you're into social media, well, I'm not really, but millions of other people are. Social media, so Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, you name it, TikTok, blog illustrations. I started a blog once and I ended it because I didn't have a lot of people reading it. Online greeting cards. I used to use Microsoft Publisher for making newsletters when I was working for a car dealership. Every month I created a newsletter. Then I started working for a church and I made a newsletter there. We made mailings, newsletters, gift cards, greeting cards, birthday cards. And those are fun for weddings, anniversaries, graduations, Christmas, you name it. At the time, I used Microsoft Publisher a lot. I'm very sad to hear that Microsoft is going to end supporting Microsoft Publisher because I used that program like crazy. I used it for years. And then, of course, if you're into YouTube and you're a content creator on YouTube, YouTube thumbnails, illustrations, backdrops, everything on YouTube now it's all visual. Presentations, slides. Well, this is a slide presentation right here, and I am very new to PowerPoint or Keynote. I've never used Keynote. I'm using PowerPoint right now because that's what I got on my Windows 11 machine, and this is like my second or my third PowerPoint presentation ever. So I'm still learning as I go. Custom artwork, logos, advertisements, etc. I mean, those were you use. You need images for that, otherwise it's all boring text. Flyers, posters, announcements. I used to be the marketing manager for a car dealership, and we always like to put pictures on those advertisements. Custom greeting cards, postcards. I made those myself. I would buy the postcards, the blank postcards or card stock from this company called Avery, and I would print my messages, my pictures, text on those using Publisher, of course. Now you can do it with Microsoft Word. Stickers, labels, newsletters, emails, magazines, and then, of course, book covers, which is the whole reason why I got into DeviantArt, is because I needed an artist to create the book cover for my book. Educational materials, coloring books, children's books, t-shirt designs, cups, tumblers, banners, flags, and then, of course, video games and 3D animations. You all need pictures for that. So then, now comes the big stuff. So if once you got Copilot on or open on your computer, you got to tell it how to write, how to display, or how to create an image. It's not going to do it on its own. You have to tell it what to do. So this command, this piece of text, this instruction, it's like writing programming code. This is called a prompt. And learning how to write a prompt, they have a fancy word for this. It's called prompt engineering. How do you write a prompt? What do you need to do? What do you need to write in order for AI to understand what it is that you want to do? So a good prompt consists of the following, and there's more to it than this, but this is just a very general definition of it. A prompt consists of an action, subject, style, setting, and element. So action means telling the AI what kind of image you want it to make for you. So action word could be write, display, generate, paint, draw, etc. The subject tells the AI what it is you want. Um, a basketball player, a football player, a college student, um, a marathon runner, etc. And then you have style, setting, and element. Those tell the AI where the main subject is and what the mood is. Um, Someone who's sitting at a table and taking notes, someone who is walking down the street, someone who is riding a bike on the street, someone who is on a soccer field kicking a soccer ball, someone who is on a football field catching the football, or someone who's on a football field throwing the football, or someone who's running down the field waiting to catch the football, uh, someone who's dribbling the basketball down a basketball court. Um, so you have to tell it the main subject, who is a basketball player, football player, whatever it could be, hockey player, and where is he and what is he doing? Uh, is he happy? Is he excited? Is he smiling? Is he sad? Is he crying? Is he yelling? Is he shouting? What is he doing? So you got to give the context of the person or the thing in the picture. Or are you drawing a landscape? Is it someone who is walking down the street in the middle of the night? Is it dark? Is it late at night? Is it pouring rain? Is the wind blowing? Etc. So you gotta describe the scene. You have to set the scene so that the AI knows how to draw the picture for you. And then what kind of picture? What's the style of the picture? Is it just a photo? Is it black and white? Is it color? Is it a watercolor? Is it a painting? Is it an oil painting? Etc. So you have to tell all these things. You have to give all these instructions to the AI, and the AI can use all these instructions to render an image which matches what you just told it to do in all these instructions using all these words. I know I'm giving a lot of, I'm coming up with a lot of words here, but that's, you gotta build this prompt using all these words, using all these terminology, so that you get what it is that you're expecting the AI to come up with. So to write a simple prompt on a Windows 10 or 11 device, you open, for example, this one way of doing it, the Edge browser, and you click on the Copilot logo on the top right. So you have it on the top right in the Edge, Microsoft Edge browser. Or you can go on the taskbar on the bottom, and then if you have an updated version of Microsoft Windows 10 or Windows 11, then you have the little logo, which I have displayed in the slide over here. And then you click on that. You type the prompt in the text box, and I have it pictured over here in the slide. You type the prompt in the text box, and then you click on the little the blue triangle, and then it tells the AI to generate the prompt generate the image based on your prompt. So, for example, I have one here. Draw a picture of a man playing basketball on an outdoor basketball court. So I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just using this to show you what it looks like. The next thing that happens is Copilot goes ahead and then it generates one or more images for you. And then these little images, in the techie terms, we call those thumbnails. So it shows you here, it says this is what you typed. And then below that in Copilot, it tells you, I'll try to create that. And it gives you these 4 little images on the screen. So I'm running my mouse over that right there. And then eventually you're going to see, if you're doing this within the Microsoft Edge web browser, Then you see, of course, the Copilot window is on the far right, and the rest of the left part of your screen, you're going to see your picture, and then you're going to see the image. You click on one of the little thumbnails. If you get one, two, maybe you can get up to four of those little thumbnails in the Copilot window. You click any one of those four thumbnails, and then it's going to open up the picture larger in the what's called the designer window in Microsoft Copilot. And that's what you got over here. It repeats your prompt, and then it gives you the share and the download and the customized links right next to the prompt. If you click on the download link, then it will download that picture to your downloads folder on your hard drive. Customize, that'll let you edit your picture. We're going to go into that into another video. Share, let you email that picture to somebody else. And save, let you save that picture as well to your, if you have your own folder on your hard drive or to your Microsoft account. So that's it very quickly in a nutshell. That's how it works. How to create one small image in the Copilot window. So here I just put it in words. Download, that's what the one that I use the most, because I like to have a copy of the picture file. It's like a JPEG file usually. That's the one I use the most. I hit download, or you can click on left or right arrows in the pictures. So very often, if you have more than one picture, then inside of the picture itself, you'll have left or right arrows, which will let you cycle through all the pictures that the AI rendered for you. It also shows you the suggested prompts. Let me see if I can go back. Oh, it's going back the other way. This is the picture over here. So here it's showing you, if you see my arrow, it shows you the picture to go to the left again. So then you can cycle through those pictures which are showed over here. We see the suggested prompt. Oh, yeah, let me see if I can go back. Here we go. So these are the four. I have four pictures over here in Copilot. Down below, Copilot comes with suggested prompts. It writes the prompts for you. So if you click on that, then sorry about that. So if you click on that, then it'll generate a new prompt for you. So it'll go ahead, or you can click in the white text box down here, and you can create a new one over there. You can create a new image right over there for you. Let me see here. Click on suggested prompt. You can click on the round button to clear the prompt. So I can come over here. This is this little round button down over here. This clears the prompt for you. So then it starts over, it clears everything, and then you can start over and type in a new prompt right down there. Whoops. Let me see here. I'm still getting used to this thing. And that's what it says down here. Okay, let me go to the next one. Many reasons to use Copilot for creating prompts. Right over here, let's see. Because I'm filming this in August, the mid-August right now. And as you can see over here, we got a lot of holidays and special events coming up. So there's going to be tons of reasons for learning how to use Copilot. We got Labor Day, Halloween, Christmas, Hanukkah, Election Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, New Year's Day. Lots of reasons are coming up for creating pictures, greeting cards, invitations, parties, holidays, etc., and etc., and etc. So lots of reasons why you need to go ahead and create pictures. So if you're on social media, YouTube, you're creating cards, invitations, parties, holidays, many reasons for wanting to use um, AI for creating pictures. So thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe for more upcoming videos on how to create great digital artwork using Copilot. And that's all I got for this first video. We're just getting started. I'm all new at this, but this has been a great joy for getting started on this new channel called Rex Prompt. This is my first one, so I'm hoping to to start doing this more regularly. And that's all I got for today. Thank you. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.